Hi everyone, welcome back to the Kai Family channel. This video is a night routine for a 2-week-old newborn. How we divide up the nighttime feeding between myself and my husband is I do the middle of the night feed and my husband does the midnight feed, which is before he goes back to bed, and then the morning feed. This is because my husband prefers uninterrupted sleep, and that is not an option for me because I have to get up to pump every 2 to 3 hours. So instead of uninterrupted sleep, I'm taking 3 naps. Let me walk you through our routine in detail. After we finish feeding Evelyn around 10 p.m., we move her to the crib. Then I will try to take a quick nap. My husband typically takes care of the nest feeding around midnight to 1 a.m. I also get up around 1 a.m. as well to pump. And sometimes my husband will feed her and then I will burp Evelyn while pumping. The nest feed is around 3 a.m. to 4 a.m. and Evelyn's cry typically wake me up. The first thing I do is to put on my pump. Then I pick up Evelyn to feed her while pumping to save time. I use the milk from my last pumping session first, but often that is not enough as I'm still in the process of increasing my milk supply. After I feed her with the leftover milk, I take the milk that I just pumped and continue to feed her. One of the pros for pumping the milk out is I know exactly how much I'm feeding her. Currently, Evelyn is taking 3 ounces to 3.5 ounces for each feed. If Evelyn falls asleep in the middle of the feed, I change her diaper to wake her up. Having the pump on while doing feeding and changing diaper is annoying, but it is doable. After I finish my 20 minutes pumping session, I put the pump part in the mini fridge so I can reuse them for the next pumping session. I put Evelyn back to her crib once I burped her. She's still awake, but as long as she is satisfied, I'm okay with leaving her like that. I generally hang around for another 5 minutes to go to restroom, record the feed in the tracker app, and check out outlet connection as well as her heartbeat and oxygen level. Also, do a quick cleanup of the feeding station by putting the used bottle on the pink chair. If I have more than one milk bottle from pumping, I put that one on the left first so that my husband knows that which one to feed her next. It takes about 30 minutes to an hour to finish pumping, feeding, and burping. The next feeding is around 3 hours later, so about 6 a.m. My husband takes care of this feed while I am pumping. After I pump, I go down to my third nap. My husband will move Evelyn to the living room after feeding her. I'd like to mention in the first couple of days after we come back from hospital, Evelyn was feeding every 2 hours, and I did wake my husband to help every single feed because I was healing from my C-section. Needless to say, both of us were tired. The situation is a lot better now. I'm hoping Evelyn will have longer stretches of sleep in the coming weeks. If that happens, I will still get up to pump in the middle of the night since that pump is important to keep up the milk supply per my research. But I can go back to sleep sooner since I no longer need to feed and burp and change diaper. Like I mentioned, it is an evolving process as newborn does not have a set schedule and grow fast. I hope this video is helpful if you're exclusively pumping and thinking about how to divide up the feeding duty with your supporting person. Thanks.